forex trading South Africa, NAS100APE was slated to become the next big thing. He had it all: the wealth, the influence, and the fame. But behind the curtain was a child playing a very dangerous game built on lies, betrayal, and manipulation. When it all came crashing down, it wasn't just money that was lost. This is the story of NAS100APE, who rose by deceiving others and fell by his own greed.
FBI, open up!
I know a lot of people got introduced to NAS100APE while I was looking like this, like a homeless beggar, but NAS100APE was a problem once upon a time. Before he became a problem though, he made waves through social media for going to school. I think it was with more than 50,000 rand, taking it out, getting into trouble with the school for that, and then disrespecting his teachers for it. This wasn't too long ago, and taking 100 rand, no, taking 50 rand to school was a big deal. Can you imagine someone rocking up with 50,000 rand? Can you imagine the commotion that would be caused by this? This obviously prompted NAS100APE to let the people know, I am a forex trader. This is when he started his services. Mans was doing signals, Mans was doing investing, and Mans was doing account management, and he sucked at all three of this. And you might be tempted to ask me, Rydall, how is he able to lure in so many people, but he's a school child? Well, NAS100APE was backed by a funder, and this person gave him very fancy cars to drive. NAS100APE was known at that time for driving a Golf 7 GTI. Being as young as he is, he would garner attention, zooming up and down in the streets, getting people to ask, who is this? And ultimately, that is how he would get his services to people. The Golf 7 crashed, and then the funder gave him an M4 to drive around with. Can you guys imagine someone as young as him garnering the attention that one would normally get from driving an M4? Well, this is NAS100APE, and he fucked that up as well.
Emotional, damn it!
Now, while driving a BMW M4 is sort of a cool achievement, you can't say that that is a key milestone, but I'll attribute that to NAS100APE, seeing that he has no matric. Yep, scamming isn't working out for him, so he's gonna have to find a real job soon. But nevertheless, that wasn't peak NAS100APE. There was this incident that made NAS100APE trend right over social media. It showed a young lion in the concrete jungle roaring at anyone daring to step to him.
Because I did.
They did. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Okay, it's fine. I'll wait here. It's mine. It's mine.
You cannot. It's not yours. It's the bank.
This one.
Do you
This
want
one.
to find the police? Because I see
Call
you
them.
back.
Call
If you
them.
find the
Yeah,
police,
call them.
because I see you back in
Call them. Call them. Even there, idiot. You have nothing. Fella, when I don't have anything, you don't have man. Why now? Aye. Call the police. What crime is it? Tell me what crime is it? You must go to school. Go to school. Go to school. You drive this type of car. Yeah. You don't even know the laws. What crime did I break by wrecking my car? I'm gonna wreck it. You must call the cops. I'm not afraid of cops now. This is not total garage car, man. I'm gonna wreck the car the way I want.
I'm not talking about the filling station. I'm going to try to explain to you.
Show me the rules where you say no car must be wrecked. Show me the rules. Let's go. Let's go to the office and show me the rules. Let's go. Yeah, so go away.
Hi, you don't talk to me that way. Listen.
What are you gonna do to me?
Listen here. I don't know what your problem is. If you're under influence of alcohol.
What are you gonna do to me?
Nothing. It's just scattering.
Yeah, so you can go. I didn't come here for you, check.
I don't arrest your car, please.
I didn't come here for you. I came here to put some fuel. You are just working here. You're not the owner.
No, I'm not. But I'm talking about the safety of the car. Of the
You are just an employee. So
I know, yes,
Yeah.
but I have to look after safety reasons as well.
safety reasons for what? Safety reasons for what?
My friend, I'll explain
I'm
to
not
you.
your.
But as fate would have it, pride usually comes before a downfall. And when you talk about the downfall, NAS100APE's downfall has to be studied. Let's start at the turning point. While NAS100APE may be known as the child who brought a lot of money to school, in order for him to get that money, people perceived him as a very good trader, meaning people ran to him in troves. Young, middle-aged, even old people came to NAS100APE for help. But the gag is, they were running to a sheep in wolf's clothing. At that time, he could still afford it. So, in order to keep up the appearances, NAS100APE starts vehemently scamming those who comes to him. He would take people's money for investments, yet they wouldn't get a screenshot of the money that is being deposited. They wouldn't also get a screenshot of the account that got blown, yet they received news your money was lost. People was a little bit more cautious and trusted him a little bit more, gave him their account details so that he could manage their account, and even that turned to shit. I mean, it's NAS100APE. What did you expect? And then there was also the signals. Now, this is something that you could see a mile away, because if your trades aren't changing your lifestyle, and if your trades aren't helping the accounts that you are managing, it's blowing them instead, how is your signals gonna help me as a client? He knows it didn't work, yet he still offered it. Keep in mind, he was not FSCA regulated for none of these services. One of the biggest mistakes that he made while he was going through one of the biggest controversies in his career was partnering with the very same broker he claimed scammed him and his client. How did that come about? As you guys know, NAS100APE did account management, and for the very first time, it worked. He took 2,000 Rand to over 270,000 Rand. But here's the gag. Because of him doing that, the broker didn't allow for a withdrawal to happen. The funds were then reversed. NAS100APE went on a huge tirade on social media.
She left. She left.
No, I think she said she wants to join with the other phone. Just give her 2 minutes. She'll be back.
Yeah. She must come and explain to us what type of scalping do they want. They don't want scalping with one whole lot.
Hey, boy. You shake the country, man. I'm still in surprise, man. Nobody ever did that. We give credits where they're needed.
Eish, apparently based when you go, eish.
No way, mona. Why am I going bang 100 to withdraw 100, mona?
Eish, flopper no jala. Eish.
Nah, man, I feel you, dog. Yo, that was dope, boy.
Mara, imagine, Manando.
270,000 in a day, dog. 2K to 270K in a day. Nah, that's history. In FX.
He called out the broker, he let the people know what was happening, and I mean, he did make that money, but at the end of the day, rules are rules as well. And if you are someone that is doing account management for people, then you are going to make sure that you are aligned with all of the rules that could affect your business. And clearly, NAS100APE wasn't. The broker was within their rights to reverse all of that funds. After that huge tirade, NAS100APE turned around, formed a partnership with that very same broker, and started promoting it on his Instagram. This obviously made a whole lot of his following see him for who he is, which is a scammer. I mean, I warned you guys about that. And they could see that he was just after the money. The client is left in the dust. Meanwhile, NAS100APE received a little bit of shush money just so that he cannot bring any attention to that issue anymore. And he was happy to take it. Most recently, NAS100APE was also exposed as someone who would scam people through booking.com, where he would then have luxurious hotel stays, and also as an Uber Eats scammer. They would ask for someone's Uber Eats account and they would order food through their details. They would obviously enter the details of a fake banking card. When the transaction wants to go through, it actually bounces, and then it is on the person whose account this belongs to. So basically, he goes and has vacations on other people's money whom he scammed, and he also eats food from people that he scammed. No wonder he eats like this. I mean, I would too if I'm also anticipating that would maybe be my last meal. As of late, as posted on Trading Up's Telegram channel, recently NAS100APE was found along the road selling stuff. Now that is a huge fall from grace for someone that used to sit in front of 2 monitors and trade for his money. He is now left to selling stuff on the road. And you never know, one of those old people that he might have shouted at that garage, they might have driven past and laughed at him. If that happened, he deserves it for sure. One of the other big mistakes that he also did, when he was being called out for scamming people, he would pompously agree that he is a scammer. He would pompously say, if you want your money, come and get it, admitting that what he did was actually defrauding people out of their money so that he could live a soft life. Now obviously, all of these acts together have their own amount of impact on his reputation, and piece by piece it was chowing it away up until there is nothing left. And that is exactly what happened, which is why he is experiencing a very severe fall off. It is happening so fast, not even he knows what's happening. And because of that, he gets absolutely no support from the public, meaning no one wants to buy his signals, his account management, his investments. Even if he had to sell a course, no one would buy it. He fell off. If we are being honest, NAS100APE went from having a leadership Monthla type status to now having a Ndamus Ice Boy type status. Why do I say that? NAS100APE goes nowhere unless he is moving with his friends. He doesn't even see the inside of a dealership anymore unless one of his friends is going to go fetch one of their rented cars. Now, one might ask, how and why did this happen? First of all, there was a lack of leadership. NAS100APE did not respect any type of authority at all. He thought he was the boss at all times. And as you guys may know, Slim vang altyd sy baas. Secondly, he was also very, very greedy. He would scam anyone any way possible. I think there was once upon a time where he was selling a robot also. And what does a non-matriculant know about a robot? Not to attack those that went further and actually studied and put in effort to code those things. But what does NAS100APE know? And then thirdly, there was also no structure. Because there was no structure, NAS100APE was running around like a headless chicken. He was grabbing at anything and everything that could get him paid. Therefore, he was not known for one specific thing. He wasn't like, oh, if you want signals, go to that guy. Oh, if you want account management, go to that guy. Nope. He was known for a lot of things and then scamming people through all of them. An honorable mention that I also must make is the case of Young Shane. Now, Young Shane was also a school lady, and he decided to scam someone that actually comes from a very, very heavy family. Now, the consequences for him wasn't as rosy as for NAS100APE. I mean, NAS100APE can still walk around. Young Shane was hunted. Young Shane got things took from him. I mean, you guys must remember the video that I made about that. Just go and check it out if you don't know what I'm talking about. But NAS100APE is gonna get his karma. And while it is building up, eventually when it gets to him, it's gonna be so big that they can't run away anymore. When it comes to a legacy, NAS100APE doesn't have that in this industry. To have a legacy, you must have a reputation, a good reputation, and he just doesn't have that. So despite his multiple attempts at making a comeback, There will be no redemption arc for him. He has scammed too many people and then laughed in their face about it when they tried reprimanding him for it. If you're talking in the terms of cultural or economic legacy, he doesn't have any of those either. NAS100APE in my books will forever be known as the person that set off the trigger to all of the forex traders being invited to podcasts and they're not being able to answer the question, what is forex trading? That was one of his biggest mistakes that he ever did, going onto podcasts and actually exposing that he knows nothing of this industry. He would also move a lot between the RCG gang to vlogs and videos with him, and that was also detrimental to him because the girls that they were doing these videos with would never pick mans.
Nothing. So you're staring at me past. Past, that's a pass.
No, oh, no. This small kid is expensive though.
Yeah, but so he's staring at me so I think not giving.
The belt is Louis Vuitton.
Money don't faze me.
Alright.
The only legacy NAS100APE will ever have is being known as a scammer. NAS100APE fell off just as quick as he came into the industry. He is a testament that scamming doesn't work out in the long run. Whether it is mentorship, account management, investing, or signals that he was giving, he was doing all of that unregulated. And you guys need to be cognitive of the fact that unregulated financial services will eventually shut down. And that is what happened here. The rapid rise of NAS100APE happened because people look to him as someone that is defiant of the system. Someone that doesn't need to go through the 12 years of schooling, college or university thereafter to create a stable life for themselves. And his fall happened due to his own greed. He always wanted more and more and more and more, not knowing that there's a price to pay. So what does this mean for you as a young person watching this? If you walk down the very same road that NAS100APE is walking, or a similar road to that, you will end up at the very same place he is right now, an ice boy. So be careful how you treat other people, because karma, she will come, and when she eventually does, she will come all at once. Ask NAS100APE. His rise and fall is testament to that. Thanks for watching.